Welcome to the 58th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade, presented by Camp Verde Promotions. This year's theme is Old Fun, Young Fun, Anything Fun. Our television broadcast is brought to you by Camp Verde Ace Hardware, the home of legendary service. They're pleased to be a part of the parade again this year. Dr. Jack Houston's Camp Verde Eye Care in the Bashes Shopping Center. See them in person or visit online cv-eyecare.com. National Processing Solutions, Payments in Kind Community Give Back Program. Visit paymentsinkind.com for more information. Helping you help your community. Carstar Indoor Shooting Range rents guns, including fully automatic machine guns. And they have the only 100-yard range in Arizona, in the Verde Valley at Highway 260 and Cherry Road, online at CarstarISR.com. And now, here's Bryan James and Kyle Benedict.
Well, from all of us at Verde Valley TV, we welcome you to beautiful downtown Camp Verde as well. It is underway, as you can see behind us, the 58th Annual Fort Verde Days Parade. The theme this year, Old Fun, Young Fun, Anything Fun, here in downtown Camp Verde, where it's our pleasure to be along with you. My name is Bryan James, along with Kyle Benedict. Could not order a nicer day for the parade this morning.
It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And we are going to turn our attention as the parade is really underway right now, and well, starting the parade today, we have the Camp Verde Marshals Emergency Response Vehicle and the K-9 unit.
The K-9 unit will be driven by Deputy Jeff Bowers, and the K-9's name is Claymore.
And don't look now, Kyle, but here comes the cavalry, followed by the Colonel's Daughter. Now, every year since 1960, the Camp Verde Cavalry keeps the town history alive with the annual Colonel's Daughter competition.
The Colonel's Daughter is equivalent to a rodeo queen.
Now, this year's Colonel's Daughter is Riley Smith, and she is escorted by Colonel Joe Butner.
Her court is Brooklyn Boe, Leah Mon, and Brianna Gates.
And we want to thank them for keeping the tradition alive today, and they look great on horseback. What an honor it is to start this 58th annual event, the Fort Verde Days Parade. Of course, this parade could not happen with the help of a lot of great sponsors, and we'd like to take a moment and thank them now.
Yeah, the first one, Camp Verde Ace, just down the street from us, actually right now on Main Street.
Camp Verde Eye Care, Dr. Houston and his great staff. They're located inside the Bashes Shopping Center here in Camp Verde. We're proud to have them on board as a sponsor this year as well.
Of course, National Processing Solutions and their Payments in Kind program.
And we'd like to thank the Carstar Indoor Shooting Range for not only sponsoring us on TV today, but giving us our parade stand, this unbelievable Unimog, and we'll talk about that a little more coming up as the parade does indeed continue with your Grand Marshals and youth volunteers. The Camp Verde Promotions would like to thank all of the youth volunteers, their involvement that has helped make their event successful. Their youth in Camp Verde can and they do absolutely make a difference.
Of course, Camp Verde Girl Scouts Troop number 1107, Arizona Conservation Corps, Oak Creek Ambassador, and the Liberty Teen Advisory Board. Kwanzaa Builders Club and Key Club Rainbow Acres confronts Game Helpers, as well as American Heritage Academy.
And we'd like to thank the Coconino and Prescott National Forest. They remind you, Smokey reminds everyone that only you can prevent forest fires. So they're coming with their vehicle, and Smokey in the truck. We can look forward to him waving at all the kids and everybody.
He just had a birthday this year as well, I believe 70 years.
Happy birthday, Smokey.
Happy birthday, Smokey. Of course.
Very impressive Forest Service fire truck going by now.
And here's Smokey the Bear.
There's the birthday boy, 70 years young.
He's looking good for his age.
And this event, 58th annual, Kyle, and the parade really just starting. You can see, it looks like the entire town of Camp Verde has joined us today, and a lot of people come from the Verde Valley and surrounding areas too, because immediately following the parade, don't think that this day is done after the parade, Kyle. You're going to want to stay around, by the way, because there are just events throughout today and tomorrow. Free admission at the fort all weekend. It's just a great festival. Fort Verde Days, alive and well, certainly here in downtown Camp Verde.
Of course, right behind us we have all the rides, the fair rides, the food and everything. It's going to be a great time here, as you mentioned. Plenty to do throughout the day, today and tomorrow as well.
Yeah, the kids just in front of us, they have their bags, they're ready for the candy, and they are certainly ready for a day of fun. And they're really just kickstarting a busy month and holiday season. A lot of attractions, events, and festivals coming to Camp Verde. We'll talk about those as the day continues, as we have our first float today. John Wischmeyer, he's retired Camp Verde Marshal. He's on the trail horse Sheriff. John rides trails locally as well as all over Arizona, but especially enjoys riding in the Fort Verde Days Parade.
Riding the team of Coach and Mares is Putty Valley Constable Jamie Hutchison.
And look at this. I think these are our first Clydesdales in the parade.
Yeah, right here. Beautiful. Wow.
Very impressive. Looks like Andy Tobin leading the way, and this entry, I think, is asking you for your support of our local Republican candidates. Beautiful horses, great stagecoach, and great to have them in the parade today.
Yeah, beautiful animals right there. Huge, huge horses.
Yeah.
I mean, you get up to them real close in person, and, man.
Yeah, it's one thing to see them, but yeah, walking by, very impressive. You know, Main Street closed in downtown Camp Verde right now for the Fort Verde Days Parade. We want to remind all the families out there that Halloween just around the corner. Have you got your costume, Kyle?
I have not. I'm still kind of pondering what exactly I want to be. I seem to be the exact same costume every single year. So cowboy.
Cowboy.
Which kind of, I guess, fits right here, huh?
Absolutely would work. Well, whatever you decide on as far as the costume goes, we should meet back here because they're closing Main Street in downtown Camp Verde right here on Halloween from 5 to 7. They're doing a trunk or treat event, family fun, safe activities, tons of candy for the kids, and of course a lot of costumes. That's right here on Main Street in downtown Camp Verde on Halloween night.
Of course, right here, it looks like we have Sylvia Allen, who is running for State Senate in District 6. Sylvia was born in Arizona and resides in Snowflake. She has a husband and 5 grown children.
Very patriotic.
Yeah.
Among the many activities the V.F.W. and the ladies auxiliary
Making a bag change as we get ready immediately following her is the Camp Verde Mounted Honor Guard. Now, this is a newly formed group. It's representing V.F.W. Post 6739. Now, among the many activities the V.F.W., Ladies Auxiliary, and Men's Auxiliary do to provide services to our veterans, the Mounted Honor Guard, they're responsible for carrying flags for parades, flag raisings, funerals, etc. We really, of course, appreciate all they do, and we're really glad that they're in this year's parade.
Yeah, of course, in that beautiful car. Decorated, patriotic as well, just like Sylvia Allen before that. And, of course, followed behind them, we have Bud Harris, a member of the Mounted Honor Guard, is in charge of making sure we have safe, odor-free streets by offering to be part of the Road Apple crew. Thanks, you, Bud, for the spectators. They appreciate you, of course.
We'll have the Camp Verde Mounted Honor Guard stop right in front of our setup. And
Fort Verde State Historic Park and the photographer's wagon.
And there they go, beautiful.
Of course, carrying the Arizona State flag there with the American flag and the V.F.W. flag right beside that as well.
For Verde Days here in October and the vintage Frontier Christmas. Admission to the park is free all weekend. Please stop by at 2 to 4.
I tell you what, the crowd really showed up today on this beautiful day. We had a little bit of rain earlier in the week, some cloud cover, but that, of course, has moved on out. And nice, beautiful fall day here.
Of course, that you get that rain, clear the air. It just sets up a beautiful weekend, and that's exactly what it's done. And everyone here looking excited, not only to be here at the parade, but getting ready for a fun weekend of activities.
American Legion Post
And then, of course, we move right along as the Fort Verde State Historic Park, and look at this wagon. Wow, that looks like a lot of fun. What a great setup there. And then I know you're a huge baseball fan, Kyle. So these vintage uniforms will make you excited. They'll be playing a vintage baseball game this afternoon, and look at their setup there.
Really looking forward to that vintage baseball game. Taking a history back, especially with the Major League Baseball playoffs. It's appropriate, I would say.
It is playoff time. That's right. Are you going to make a World Series prediction before we're off the air today?
You know what? I don't know. It's been too close to call so far.
It's been a good playoff series as we welcome the American Legion Honor Guard. They're from Camp Verde American Legion post number 93, and of course everyone giving them a great hand. And really we do as well to all the men and women that have served our great country.
Another patriotic float coming our way right now. Okay, and then coming up next, we have the Camp Verde Fire Department. They've been around since 1961, starting out as an all-volunteer organization. Their mission statement is valuing respect for tradition, safety, and education. They are caring professionals dedicated to providing high-quality emergency and community service to their citizens and others that are in need. Of course, showing up in their fire truck, got the ladder truck there. Nice kids up on top, waving to the crowd.
How fun would that be to be on top of that fire truck during the Fort Verde Days parade?
They got even a better view than we have up here on the back of this Copper Star truck.
It's a little taller than the Unimog. That is right.
Tell you what, I feel safe in this thing, though. It feels really sturdy. They got those big tires, and of course, up on the ladder truck, how can the kids not love that?
Yeah, just a ton of fun, and everyone, of course, waving back and forth as we thank the Camp Verde Fire Department for being, of course, here for us, but in the parade as well. They've been around since 1961. And there's a little honk for everyone out there. Great, right there, of course. All right, and we'll welcome Hospice of the Pines, where they've been serving Yavapai County since 2005. When a cure is not possible, Hospice of the Pines strives to provide you with every aspect of comfort in your life. Care is just a call away, and we appreciate them for being in the parade this year.
And right behind them, we have the Camp Verde Historical Society. They present fun on the river with Mama Duck and her babies, the Quackers. Of course, they are here today. They are being pulled by a 1971 John Deere tractor driven by Bob Ashcraft. Stop by the Historical Society Museum located inside the Camp Verde Visitors Center to see a clear view of Camp Verde's past.
Wow, look at all those dogs. That looks like a lot of fun. The rafts there. They're not ready to say goodbye to summer yet.
No, and what a beautiful John Deere tractor, of course, that is. And they got pulling the little trailer and the boats right there with the water and the blowing bubbles out there, looking like they're having a great time as well.
It definitely does look like a great time as we welcome Sam's Ohana Hawaiian Barbecue, where you're invited to stop by and sample a taste of Hawaii right here in beautiful Camp Verde with a plate of the best pork or chicken barbecue around, owned and operated by the Plunkett family, and their van is represented here in today's parade.
Hawaiian barbecue, man, that sounds good right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, pork and chicken, and you can get it right here. Sam's Hawaiian Barbecue. Green hat, I think, belongs to the float in front of us, Hospice of the Pines.
Try to catch up a little bit right there.
She'll get there.
And coming up, we have the Greyhounds of the Verde Valley. These beautiful, gentle, rescued Greyhounds are looking for a forever home. They love children and other dogs, and we'll be glad to sit in your lap if your lap is big enough. Of course, these are huge dogs. Greyhound was highly favored by royalty, adopted a Greyhound. You won't regret it. And, of course, there they are coming up running right here. Big, fast dogs, right?
Oh, absolutely fast, and these are rescued dogs. And the Greyhounds of the Verde Valley, a great organization. Every dog that you see here today is looking for its forever home, and they do a great job, whether it's being in parade or at adoption events. They get these dogs out here, and they find homes for them, and they love their Greyhounds, and they find loving homes for them. So we appreciate them for being here. And we hear some Boy Scout chants going down. In fact, this will be Cub Scout Pack number 7193. They hold their meetings at the Camp Verde Community Church Church at 480 First Street on Monday nights, and you're welcome to come join them for a great fun and learning adventure where you can experience old fun, young fun, and anything fun.
Great time. Look at that.
Yeah, just have it. And that was, of course, the theme in today's parade, and they certainly have met that theme.
Old fun, young fun, and anything fun. I think everyone can agree that's a pretty appropriate theme for this year, as everyone seems to be enjoying themselves.
Yeah, everyone looks like they are having a lot of fun out there.
We got another nice float coming up, Parkside Church. Of course, Parkside Church is a church for Camp Verde's old fun, young fun, anything fun family. Of course, like we just mentioned, that is the theme of today's parade. Services are held at 9 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and you're all invited for an engaging time of worship and practical message from the Bible. Parkside Preschool offers daycare to children from birth through preschool and after-school care for school-aged children.
I'm guessing that float, that truck, as we come down and we can't see everything on it, has something to do with Cat in the Hat. That's what I originally thought. The Cat in the Hat.
Big hat right up on top of the truck there.
Looks like we have some live music taking place on the float as well. Very impressive.
Give him a hand, folks. Parkside Church.
Yeah, a little rock band.
Yeah, we can enjoy a little live music here. We'll let these guys take it away. Very impressive, very impressive. I also want to remind you the Camp Verde Fall Gun Show is coming Friday and Saturday at Parkside Church. That's Friday and Saturday, November 14th and 15th. Flame Propane honking its way down Main Street here in Camp Verde. Their propane bobtail and service truck. Flame Propane has been providing safe and reliable propane service to the Verde Valley since 1989. Come by to their booth for a free gift after the parade, and they hope to see you there.
And of course, putting up the patriotic decorations on their trucks as well. Nice to see a lot of red, white, and blue here today.
Absolutely.
And then followed by them is the Americans Motorcycle Club. This is a non-profit organization founded in 1970. You can hear them revving their engines up. Their primary cause is fighting children's cancer and also support national and local community charitable projects. Their funding is raised through local events and membership dues throughout the year. Their motto is "Cancer does not take a break, neither do we." Some beautiful motorcycles there.
I don't know if the audio is coming through on TV as much as we can feel it out here, but there is a definite rumble right now.
Of course, they're followed in the back with a nice Harley Davidson there with an American flag on the back as well.
Absolutely, and let's keep the riders coming. As following them, we have the V.F.W. riders. Now, they're a motorcycle committee made up of members of the veterans of foreign wars. The Camp Verde V.F.W. riders represent District 2, General Crook, Camp Verde V.F.W. post number 6739.
I tell you what, those motorcycles right there look pretty comfortable. That's something I would like to ride across country.
Yeah, I was going to say you could almost take the cross country with that. Very comfortable looking.
Yeah.
And they do great things, and we appreciate having them in the parade today. Again, we appreciate you watching the 58th annual Fort Verde Days Parade right here on Verde Valley TV, as we'll once again take a moment to thank our sponsors. They include Camp Verde Ace Hardware. In fact, they're just a few doors down from our setup right now here on Main Street in Camp Verde.
Camp Verde Eye Care as well.
They're in the Bashes Shopping Center in Camp Verde, and it looks like we have our next float here, and that's the Kiwanis Club of Camp Verde. The Kiwanis International, they will be celebrating their 100th birthday in 2015, and the local club has been here for nearly 40 years serving our community. Kiwanis doing so many great things in our community, and including today. Looks like they're doing some balloon animals out of their float today in the parade.
Of course, a lot of kids out here. I'm sure they love that. And then we also have Patriot Disposal Incorporated, locally owned and operated in Yavapai County since May of 2000, with friendly, reliable service you can count on. You can count on them for all of your residential and commercial trash hauling services. Using their innovative smart steam recycling technology, Patriot Disposal Inc. is dedicated to keeping the Verde Valley beautiful. Come on and visit their facility and check out their website. Of course, bringing the big trash truck down the main street.
Oh yeah, the patriotic truck in general, and then today that's the owner of Patriot Disposal, Chris, on top, waving to everyone from high above the Patriot Disposal truck. We appreciate them coming over and being involved in today's parade. We'd also like to thank John's Classic Framing. Kyle,
John's Classic.
have you been framed lately?
Not that I know of.
Well, if not, you got to go by and see John at Classic Framing. He will do it, and he will do it with class. He's got a lot of kids in the float today, holding up signs and waving to the crowd as we, that is actually Camp Verde Head Start, Kyle. And staff, parents, and even children, they're participating in today's parade, waving at the entire crowd. Thank you for being out here today.
And then we're coming up behind them, we have the United Christian School. Is the best example of young fun as they grow into old fun. They portray anything fun. It's a nice little motto right there as well. Young fun, old fun, anything fun. At United Christian School, students are taught to live by the book as they become the leaders of tomorrow. And of course, many of them in the trailer being pulled behind that truck. Many of them dressed up and looking like they're having a great time as well.
Oh yeah. Hi. Well, we can hear in the background now our first marching band approaches, and this one coming to us from Chino Valley. It's the Chino Valley High School Marching Cougar Band. Music was one of those things that are fun for the young, the less young, and the young at heart, and we appreciate the Chino Valley High School Marching Cougar Band. They're going to be coming to us, and we'll give a listen to them in a second, but they're under the direction of Mr. Tom Wiegert and is led by Drum Major Caden Windsor, Drum Co-Captains Chad Buchholz, Stephen Fisher, and Doug Morton, and the color guard today is Captain Ivy Naylor.
Yeah, the band takes great pride in traveling to Camp Verde and helping us celebrate our local history.
Yeah, Mr. Wiegert and then the Cougar Marching Band, they are pleased to be participating once again. This is their third year in a row, in fact, and this year's band's motto is play on the words from a 1975 hit song, and it is, "We are the family of band."
Yeah, the Cougar Band has recently returned from a trip to Anaheim, California, where they competed against 80 bands in a concert band festival, bringing home a bronze plaque. The band hopes to raise enough money to travel to Hawaii for the 75th anniversary of Pearl Harbor Day in 2016.
Wow, and they also want to remind you to support music in our schools, and please support the business that support the Chino Valley Band. As hopefully you at home can give a listen right now to the Chino Valley Cougars.
And of course, you have to have the Cougar mascot following behind.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Great to have them in the parade again this year.
And right here we have Mark Brunovich for Attorney General. Mark Brunovich is a candidate for Arizona Attorney General. Mark was raised in Arizona and is focused on crime and corruption in Arizona and make Arizona a safer place for families.
Vince's Autobody. 28 years Vince's Autobody.
Again, Brunovich running for Attorney General. I'll tell you what, it's turning out to be a little warm here. Of course, you can't complain when you have clear skies.
Not at all, not at all. Fall weather in Arizona, you get those warm days, cool nights, and it definitely is starting to get warm, but it will be a beautiful weekend. We'd like to thank the remainder of our sponsors as well, including National Processing Solutions and their payment in kind program. And they're, of course, a big part of the reason we are here broadcasting the parade today.
Of course, and we are broadcasting from the Carstar Unimog. They donated this Carstar Indoor Shooting Range. Thank you for donating this pretty amazing truck, old truck, and
it's got an amazing history to it as well. And when you talk about an all-terrain vehicle, this would be the definition of that. Looks like we have our next float on the way, and that would be Vince's Autobody. For 28 years, Vince's Autobody has had the old school philosophy of customer service that you've come to love and trust, combined with the greatest repair technologies in the industry. If you're looking to restore a 59 Austin Healey or a 2013 Austin Martin, they have what it takes to do the job right and keep your family safe. Vince's Autobody. And look at this.
Wow. Nice vintage car right there.
I'm guessing that might be the 59 Austin Healey.
It's a beautiful car, I tell you what, with that nice green color as well. It's quiet. Quiet as well. Wow. I don't know if it's because of these headsets or what, but it's nice and quiet. Of course, just a reminder that this is going on to the parade is today, but there's also many other things going on throughout the rest of today. They have, as we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, all the carnival rides and the food vendors behind us right now. Of course, the vintage baseball game coming up as well.
Yeah, and everyone, they come out early for the parade, but I would bet it's over 90% of the people we see out watching the parade right now are planning for a day full of fun here for Fort Verde Days.
And it just seems like more and more people keep showing up to enjoy this beautiful day and this parade as well. Seeing many floats kind of representing the history of Camp Verde as well as, many of the local businesses that have been here for so long.
Yeah, so here's Vince's Autobody as well, wrapping up their float, and we're getting ready for some excitement coming down Main Street as we're going to have kind of 3 combined floats, and it's the Deer, Farm, and Friends. They're going to be actually the next 4 entries, Kyle, and making our way down right now is the first of 4. Now this is CJ Bast. He's headed to Camp Verde to do some mining. Now this covered wagon you see coming is a very early homemade quad made in the early 60s. It has 4-wheel drive and steering.
Wow.
That would also get you anywhere you want to go.
Yes, it would. Nice little cover on there for some shade.
Camp Verde or bust, it says on the side.
And of course they are followed by their second entry. This antique John Deere wagon coming up here in a second is pulled by a special team of Clydesdale draft carts, tractors. It honors local residents and World War II veteran Elvis Baker. Elvis is 92 years old and served as a gunner on a B-25, flying many missions in the South Pacific. Could we please give we could give a standing ovation, but everyone of course showing their support. And thank you, Elvis, for your service to this country.
A little different than the Clydesdales we saw earlier. Yeah, that wagon looks like it has some mystery.
Yes, it does. Again, Elvis is 92 years old and served as a gunner on a B-25, flying many missions, again, in the South Pacific.
Had an amazing opportunity to fly in a B-25 bomber recently, and it gives me goosebumps to think of that time period, and those planes were, of course, such a big part of World War II, and amazing history. Great to have him out here today. We're going to get to entry number 3 of 4, and this float shows some of Camp Verde's history. On the way, we're going to see the Camp Verde Jail. We're going to have the Horn Saloon and Fort Verde, of course, all which are a big part of this colorful past here in Camp Verde. Uh-oh, looks like we have some youngsters in the jail, too.
Youngsters, yep. Oh, no, they're looking like they're trying to get out, playing some cards right there in the middle.
Middle of a poker game, it looks like, yeah.
And, of course, we got some Fort Verde guards right there in front of the fort.
If you've never been out to Fort Verde Days, we encourage you to make plans to do it next year, and then you can walk through the fort this weekend absolutely free as they open it up for free during the Fort Verde Day festivities. But we keep mentioning it. Everyone here looking forward to a full weekend of fun and festivities here for Fort Verde Days.
And right here we have the First Assembly of God coming up right in front of us right now. They believe in our generation of young believers and keeping it fun and praising the Lord at the First Assembly of God Church. And they have quite Wow, they got a band as well. So we have a couple live bands joining us here in this parade. Nice to hear some live music. It's like a youth band as well, kind of mixed in there.
And a great crowd on the back of the trailer. Great job, and some dancers following it. Get ready to welcome American Heritage Academy. They're displaying their version of Old Fun by a medieval game. Young fun shows and the fun things that kids do today, and anything fun are the kids' activities and sports. So there you go. There's a look at the fun from American Heritage Academy.
And they are followed by Greener Day Recycling, proudly fuels the Grand Canyon Railway. They are your locally used cooking oil and grease trap recyclers.
And that beep you heard immediately following them is Verde Propane. They're locally owned and family operated. They're a propane delivery business serving the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Propane, they will deliver as little as 25 gallons and services most RV parks throughout the Verde Valley and Sedona on a regular basis. You can get a few examples of some of their trucks in their fleet.
Yeah, enjoy old fun, young fun, anything fun, but you need propane. Call the friendly, fun propane provider, Verde Propane, again, as you mentioned. Getting the nice propane truck right in front of us right now. Verde Propane would like to thank all of the youth for their countless volunteered hours to make our community a better place. Great job, kids. Keep up the great work.
Don't look now, but I think we have a wacky, wild, inflatable tube man in front on top of an old fire truck coming. That could only mean one thing. It's Camp Verde Ace Hardware. I recognize that fire truck. It's a 1957 Ford fire truck. Camp Verde Ace Hardware, of course, not only proud to sponsor, oh, look at that, they have a t-shirt gun too, how fun. Not only proud to sponsor our broadcast today, but they are proud to be involved in the parade as well. Camp Verde Ace Hardware was originally opened back in 1980, and on August 1st of 2008, their family purchased Camp Verde Ace Hardware. Their goal was to completely restructure the existing hardware store with a little love and a lot of hard work. The town of Camp Verde now has a hardware store they can be proud of. They are, of course, home of legendary service. Camp Verde Ace Hardware and a neat 1957 Ford fire truck.
It is amazing, you know, earlier in the parade we saw the more modern kind of fire engine going through. It's amazing to see the change.
Another old vehicle in front of us now, and that is V.F.W. Post 6739 and Ladies Auxilary. They've been in Camp Verde since 1991. Nationally, the V.F.W. started back in 1899. Now, the vehicle we're looking at right now, it's a 1929 Ford Model A four-door convertible. It's all original.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Beautiful vehicle.
Little trunk in the back there as well. And coming up next, we have Rays of Sunshine. Rays of Sunshine is a preschool, is where your child is learning today and learning tomorrow, and leading tomorrow, learning today, leading tomorrow. At Rays of Sunshine, we provide a structured and guided direction for all of the bright little ones to grow and eventually be our world leaders. And another decorated truck right there. We got a couple of them followed behind. Looks like they found the balloon truck that passed a little while ago.
Picking up some of the balloons. I think that they'll be back here on Camp Verde on Halloween night for their Trunk or Treat Festival that's taking place right here on Main Street, as they'll close Main Street down once again, and families and, of course, the kids can come out in costumes and have a fun, safe Halloween night right here on Main Street in downtown Camp Verde. And that automatic bubble shooter there. Oh, they're coming our way, too.
Putting out quite a few bubbles.
Yeah. That looks like fun. which is, of course, the theme in today's parade.
Yeah.
Old fun, young fun, anything fun.
And as you can see, that is being expressed by everyone here today.
We want to welcome the Perry Group. That's our next float today. They're sporting a radio-controlled tractor. They also have a 1951 Ford truck and a Polaris Ranger as chase vehicle. Look at this thing coming, radio-controlled. Well, we'll welcome the truck first. That's the 1951 Ford truck.
Another beautiful truck right there in that kind of candy apple red color.
And then you don't see these too often. You don't see these too often.
Well, you know, problem getting tractors stuck in the mud, and you know, and looks like this thing wouldn't have that problem.
It's your solution to that problem. That looks like fun.
Yes, it does. This looks like fun. These little kids right here being pulled by a tractor, and some nice, nice chairs weaving in and out of the street.
And following them, we have the Polaris Ranger. That is your chase vehicle today.
I'd like to have one of those.
It would be fun.
Don't forget to stop by the quilt show in the community center gym.
Now, are they controlling that tractor?
I'm trying to
figure
look
that
and
out.
see who's controlling it myself. I see the remote now. He's in the Polaris. Look, if you look in there, he's got that huge remote. He's controlling the kids.
And he kicks it up in gear a little bit right there. Wow.
Move, can it?
Oh, man, that looks like a blast.
Yeah, great job. The Perry Group.
And, of course, coming up after that, we have the Bread of Life mission. They have been serving Camp Verde for over 20 years. As they're walking up here. Little banner as well. And I tell you what, it's just more and more people are filing in here, covering Main Street.
Yeah, nice crowd in front of us, and then you look all the way down Main Street, to our right, to our left. There are a lot of people out here, always very well attended, and then again, we can't mention it enough that it's an absolutely perfect day. It really is.
Beautiful. Again, the Bread of Life mission has been serving Camp Verde for over 20 years, helping those in need in the name of Jesus.
Rimrock Public High School is represented by the student government.
Looks like they're giving out some candy as well.
Which makes all the kids, of course, very happy.
Little preview of the Halloween festivities that they'll be having here.
Yes, it is. Yeah, again, right here on downtown Main Street here in downtown Camp Verde, they're having a very safe event. It's Trunk or Treating, where they actually close off Main Street. They will have plenty of candy for all the kids, a lot of fun, a lot of costumes, 5 to 7 on Halloween night. You want to be back here in downtown Camp Verde. So we follow with the Bread of Life truck.
I guess that'd be they now do property management. When you think real estate, think Camp Verde Realty.
Their little, oh, look at those, few little dogs riding shotgun there.
Looking relaxed right there, just in the arms,
Soaking it
enjoying
all
the
in.
ride.
Good view from their seats there. We want to welcome the Rimrock Public High School. They are represented by the Student Government and National Honor Society. They've chosen the party theme, and their focus is on all fun.
And it looks like they're having fun in that trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, they are followed by Camp Verde Realty, your hometown team. They work there, live there, and play here. Always here to help with all your real estate needs. Don't forget, they know they do property management. 50 when you think real estate, think Camp Verde Realty. Been here again for 50 years.
Heard when this group cheers the Cowboys on to victory. Let's give them a big hand, the Camp Verde High School cheerleaders.
And just a reminder, coming up next month, Veterans Day Memorial Service right here at Fort Verde. You can bring your flags to be retired and pay tribute to those who gave their lives serving this country, and as well as the members who are serving our country currently. Again, that is in November.
As we welcome the Camp Verde Middle School Student Council, they will capture your child's mind by first capturing their hearts. The Camp Verde Middle School out here today. They have their cheer and throwing out candy to the kids in the crowd.
Well, kids are getting quite a bit of candy here, as well as that hot chocolate stand right across from us. And here we go, cheering up the street here in a little bit is the Camp Verde Middle School Student Council, which is just passing us right now. And then they're followed by the Camp Verde High School cheerleaders. Spirit of Camp Verde can be felt by the enthusiasm heard when this group cheers at the football games, basketball games, baseball games, any events that the Cowboys are holding. They cheer the Cowboys to victory. And if you look down to right down the street a little bit, kids are going crazy for that candy being thrown.
They will throughout the day. Camp Verde High School cheerleaders showing their school spirit out here today.
And I will not even begin to attempt doing that. Giving it cheers again. They cheer the Cowboys to victory.
Camp Verde Unified School District School Board. It is riding in a 1950.
It looks like we have Blackhills Carstar following them. They've been serving the Verde Valley for 30 years. They now have a Camp Verde location that's located across from the Camp Verde Fire Department. They hope you'll stop by and say hi. Blackhills Carstar. A very impressive vehicle. Vehicles, I should say, following the big tow truck.
And another vintage car followed by that.
Yeah, and that would be the vehicle of Kitty McDowell, and she is running for Camp Verde Unified School District School Board. Now, Kitty is riding, and you mentioned a vintage vehicle. It's a 1953 Chevy truck. It's owned by Jim Lawson of Laid Back Jewelry, and she's, of course, hoping you'll vote for Kitty. She's good for the kids and the community.
Another beautiful truck right there.
Oh, yeah.
And followed behind them is Order of the Purple Heart Chapter number 793. Dale Creek, chapter number 793 from Flagstaff, Arizona, named after Vietnam Marine Corps killed in action February 11th, 1969. To honor all Flagstaff veterans killed in action, 54 names we will never forget. God bless America. Freedom is not free.
We saw the names on the side of the truck, and it gives you goosebumps going by. I've met him a number of times. He's doing great things, and we appreciate him being in today's Fort Verde Days Parade as we do the human resource training. They provide free training for adults seeking to become foster parents. We love foster parents, and we appreciate them being in the parade today.
Give Russ a call today. If you're lucky, you may show up in this beauty. Russ,
and look at the vehicle coming down Main Street now.
That, of course, is Russ Poluschek. This is Russ Poluschek in his 1942 Chevy dump truck. Another beautiful vehicle right there. This old retired Forest Service truck was found on a ranch in the middle of New Mexico just a year ago.
We were really looking forward to this before the parade started. We wanted to see what this vehicle looked like, and believe it or not, it might be hard to believe, but they are saying that this is the original paint job. Again, it's a 1942 Chevy dump truck. Wow.
1942.
Give him a hand, the Yavapai-Apache Princess.
We have more royalty coming our way. The Yavapai-Apache Princess, Taylor Lewis Moore, and first attendant, Kiklana Lowry. Taylor is the daughter of Trapper Moore and Tanya Lewis. She enjoys barrel racing, roping, basketball, and reading.
Taylor has been learning her Apache language and culture and shares her experiences while traveling and representing her Apache people. Of course, looking beautiful in their dresses as well.
More royalty making our way as Miss Yavapai-Apache Nation, Mina Eppinger, the Royalty Court and the Recreation Department would like to wish everyone a safe and blessed weekend full of laughter and fun, of course, at this, the 58th annual Fort Verde Days celebration.
And some more kids having a good time right there in the trailer, waving at everyone. And behind that, we have Yavapai-Apache Nation, Little Miss Kiara Vaez. Kiara Vaez is representing the Yavapai-Apache Nation as part of royalty, and her title is Little Missy. And of course, Little Missy sitting right up there on the top of the car, waving at the crowd. She looks beautiful.
And a great way to end the parade, and as the last float makes its way past, everyone getting up and getting ready for a great weekend. Fort Verde Days, a great time to be in Camp Verde, and it was a great parade that we'd like to thank all of our sponsors on Verde Valley TV for making this possible today.
Of course, Camp Verde Ace just down the street here on Main Street.
We'd also like to thank Camp Verde Eye Care and the Bashes Shopping Center. They also made our broadcast today a possibility.
National Processing Solutions and their Payments in Kind program.
And then, of course, the Carstar Shooting Range, not only sponsoring today's event, but they also gave us this unbelievable Unimog, is what it's called, a true all-terrain vehicle. Carstar Indoor Shooting Range on Highway 260. We thank them for their support and for this, for letting us use this unbelievable vehicle. Now, they told us that we could use it today, but no, Kyle, we cannot drive it. So.
I'll tell you what, you could get anywhere in this thing, it seems like, and it providing, of course, a great view for us overlooking this parade here on Main Street.
And so much history with this vehicle. A little more history made today with the 58th annual Fort Verde Days Parade coming to a conclusion. We thank you for watching us on Verde Valley TV and online at verdevalleytv.com.
This has been the 58th annual Fort Verde Days Parade, presented by Camp Verde Promotions. Camp Verde Ace Hardware, the home of legendary service. They're pleased to be a part of the parade again this year. Dr. Jack Houston's Camp Verde Eye Care in the Bashes Shopping Center. See them in person or visit online cv-eyecare.com. National Processing Solutions, Payments in Kind Community Give Back Program. Visit paymentsinkind.com for more information. Helping you help your community. Carstar Indoor Shooting Range rents guns, including fully automatic machine guns, and they have the only 100-yard range in Arizona, in the Verde Valley at Highway 260 and Cherry Road, online at carstarisr.com. To view this and other Verde Valley TV broadcasts on demand, visit verdevalleytv.com.
the roads, please. Traffic's coming behind us.